T.O. This is the Living Workshop. Today is Saturday. I'm going to go over that's what I need tea for. Got my sweet little mushroom coaster here. Pretty sweet. Okay. Oops, start the timer. All right. So anyways, what do we do this week? Pretty much what I'm going to do. I was going to do this last night. Didn't get around to it. I like doing this in the morning anyways. I feel like when I do it at night, I'm kind of already a bit frazzled. Or not frazzled, but I just don't want to do it. So doing this early in the morning, I like. So this is already starting to feel kind of nice. It's already starting to get into like a little flow. I've been doing it right after I do my writing. Just keep cruising with it. So, and then we'll add stuff as we go. This is just to get in the habit of making this, for me to get a little bit more comfortable, for you to get to know kind of what I'm doing, and to kind of get to know me, I guess. It kind of goes with it. So, okay, so I'm just gonna go over what I did this week, and kind of like I had set a week-long task list on Monday, and so I'm kind of just gonna run through that and tell you what I did. Here's a secret: I got about 80% of the list done. That's a little secret. If you just write a bunch of stuff down on a list, you'll probably do about 80% of it. So, at least that's what I find in my experience. So I kind of try and gain that by I'll put down a bunch of stuff that maybe I know that I don't want to do, or that I'm delaying, or just it's like easy stuff so that I can check it off the list. Okay, so at the beginning of the week we found out some kind of less than ideal news. We found out that we did find out about the gallery, the art gallery. We found out we did not get that. I did not get that. Didn't get that. So that's okay. It is what it is. But at least now we know. We took Owsley to the vet. My voice always goes up when I'm talking. I need to fix that, maybe. Okay, so Owsley went to the vet. Pretty standard. He's a puppy. He needs to get shots, things like that. They need to get their money. I had a mushroom consult that I was supposed to do. That got rescheduled for this coming week. So, but got the time set up and everything. So we're good on that. I had put down to do the Monday meetings every day, 5 to 10 minutes. I have succeeded in that. Did the first full week. So congratulations. Congratulations to me. I had to make an explanation video of Rishi Bonsai and the Living Workshop. I did do that. I don't know whether or not it's going to go up, but I did do it. Make first instructional video. I did do that. I did that with the point of view video. I did that for the microgreens. The video again came out kind of rough. It's like this thing that's like sitting here and it's kind of like in my view. I don't know that, but I did do it. Here we go. First one I didn't do. Turn 2 bowls, at least. I didn't turn any bowls so far. And today I'm going to somebody I know offered. Build saunas. So he's doing like an inaugural sauna at his place. So I'm gonna go support that and check that out and get a good sweat in. So I'm doing that in a little bit. So I gotta get this stuff through. Okay. But yeah, so no bowls, probably no bowl today. It's supposed to be shitty out today. It's supposed to not be great out today. Anyways. So, didn't do that. Possibly tomorrow. If it's nice out, I'll focus on that. Cut the sides for the table and rabbit the sides. I did do that. I made good progress on that table. Everything's all affixed together. Now I just need to put on brackets and some hardware and make up the tabletop. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I made really good progress on that. So I'm happy about that because it had taken a back seat recently. So pressure cook more grain bags. I did that. I did quite a bit of that. Order more grain bags. I did not do that yet because I looked down there and saw that some of the bags that I have are fine for now. Make new reusable tops. with syringe filters. I didn't do it with the syringe filters because I found these filter patches. So I just went with these filter patches because I already have them. And I'm still looking for the reusable tops that I want to ideally finally use. So, but I did made up a bunch of these things. Make more bioreactors when the supplies arrive. So the supplies did arrive. I got all the right stuff. And so here we go. Here are all our bioreactors right there. Order the large air filters from MycoOps. That is these things. I finally did that yesterday. Last night I bought 4 of them. So, that'll be great. Set up the lion's mane liquid culture. I haven't done that yet, but that's going to be in this big one. That's going to be so that I can get as much mycelium in that liquid culture as possible so that I can dry that, and that'll be part of the double extraction and powder that I use for my lion's mane pills and extractions. So, but I gotta wait. I just haven't got there yet because I need to get these things set up, and then I wanted to get these things. If not, I need to find something that I can use to cover this top so that it won't get contaminated. I'll probably do that today when I get back. Make them up and then let them sit on colonna and just to see if anything gets in them, to see if they get contaminated. The inputs aren't that much, so I'll probably do that tonight. Test the liquid culture on agar, and if so, pull 10 cc's. I did do that, so I tested the 2 other liquid cultures. They had got, I think, contaminated from me pulling out. Technically, you kind of want to, when you're pulling, you want to just pull all of it. For the most part, you don't want to be like dipping in, pulling some, and then letting it chill for a while. Unless you're doing it directly right in front of a flow hood, then maybe you can get away with a little bit more. I was being a bit sloppy. Not sloppy, but I was just doing it. I pulled a couple of them up here because the things were up here when I should have brought them down to the lab. Practice. But so I did. So this came out really clean. This one came out really clean. So what I did was I pulled like 16 or I don't know, quite a few of these, and those are downstairs in the lab, hanging out. Maybe I'll give them away to some people. Monday morning meeting with Jen. I did that. She's helping me with the programming and scheduling stuff for the other videos and stuff like that we're going to make. It's going to be kind of cool. She has like this magnet board, and I'm going to be able to be like, bam, slap up all the different videos and stuff that we're going to do. So that should be pretty fun. Set up the home assistant again. I finally did that last night. So my lab assistant, Lyra, who's called Naboo, is back up and running. So that's fun. I'll start explaining and showing some of that stuff. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out as much. Set up the VPN router. So I did set up the router. I tried setting up the VPN on the router and had a little bit of technical issues. It was later on in the night, so my full energy wasn't there. So I'll try that again this weekend and get that. That'll be good. Clean up and set up down along where the grow tent is. I did work on that, and I cleaned up and reorganized all my supplies that are down near the lab. Produce/make racks. I did not do that. I haven't got there. So yeah, so I did quite a bit. We did quite a bit of stuff. What do we got? Oh shoot, we're already at 8 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so it was a lot of Ryeberry stuff and a lot of carpentry work on that table. That was a lot of the stuff that we did. We did a lot of cleaning down in the lab. We got new tops made, new bioreactors made. We got the proper supplies for that stuff. We made up a bunch of grain jars, and we expanded a bunch of those out. Those are all expanded out. Oh, here's some of the liquid culture that we pulled out. And then in this box right here, filled, as you can see, with grains. Are all colonizing very nicely right now, which is great. Which is absolutely great. So, all right, looks like we're like right at 10 minutes. So it took me a little bit longer to explain all the stuff that I did during the week, but that's okay. Some stuff I still need to do for today, or just in general. I'm going to recap this work for the week. That's pretty much what we're doing in this video. And then ideas for expansion. Sauna, 2 to 5. I need to purchase wood putty. I need to purchase... Oh, did I bring that thing up? I thought maybe I did. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, there's like silicone gasket. Goo. That's nice to put in between here. So the one that I have is gross, so, or it's completely solid, so. Microsoft, the little app that I was talking about for organizing the lab. I need to input all my cultures and everything in there. That'll take a little bit of time. Continue to clean up down in the lab and by the grow tent. I gotta set up that VPN router. I have my welder that I would like to test out. So, make a project for that. The liquid culture, turn bowls, because I keep not doing that. Oh, here's one. I was thinking about maybe making a video. So here's the thing. So, apparently to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 hours viewed, and I think like 1,000 subscribers maybe, and all that sounds incredibly ridiculous. Or from where I'm standing right now with like nobody that's watching, and like these little 10-12 minute videos that I've only been doing for a week. But that's how it always starts. It always starts small, it always seems big, and then you kind of just, what I'm doing right here is just, every day I'm just going to slowly just grind at it. Not grind in like the hustle and grind culture, but just consistency. I can consistently do this for 10 to 12 minutes every day, and that'll get me there. If anybody watches it, that's outside of my control, but I can do this. So one of the ideas I had is when I eventually start showing these to people, and asking them to like and subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe. You know the spiel. I do that. I feel like I'm going to be a robot. But I could start uploading the videos of me turning the bowls. And so the idea is that it could just be me. Maybe I could be talking. I tend to like to listen to music 100% while I'm doing it, but maybe I could put the music in my headphones and I could write at the bottom of the video what I'm listening to on SoundCloud, and then you could put that on and listen to that and kind of like sync up to me, because if I put the music on it, it's a DJ guy that like spins up funk and sort of stuff, so it'll get pulled by the copyright. So that's a way that maybe you can do that. But so if I made a video and it was like 2 hours long and it's just me sitting there turning the bowl and then probably talking about it, and then if I uploaded that, that's maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I could just ask people, hey, do you want to just watch this video full through for me once? You could even just kick off and just let it run on your television or on your computer while you're doing something else for me. It doesn't cost you anything, and it would help me bump up the hours. And so if I did that, then if I could get people to do that a couple times every time they're watching that thing, that's 2 hours. Now we're taking some chunks off, and it doesn't cost anybody anything. So that could be cool. And also, I mean, you'd get to watch me turn the wood bowl. It's pretty cool, I think. But maybe you don't. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that's one of the ideas that I had. That, and if I could make, like, I listen to, like, binaural beats when I, like, write, or when I'm, like, trying to focus. I'll listen to, like, alpha waves, or if I'm trying to calm down or bring myself back down, I'll listen to, like, delta or theta or, like, the Schumann resonance, things like that. And so I listen to that. That seems to help me focus. So what I was thinking is I usually am watching those on YouTube all the time. So what if I just made those myself and then put them up on my YouTube and made those super long? And then I could be like, hey, if you guys want to try this, you guys could listen to this. And then that would get me hours on it as well. That's another option. And then that would also just work for me too, because I could be listening, because I would be using it as well. So yeah, so I found some open source app or program that's called Gnaural. It's like an open source program, so it's free, and I can make my own, so I'm going to try and fiddle around with that probably when I get back from this sauna. Speaking of which, it looks like we're at like 16 minutes, so that's a long one. We had a good week today. We had a good week this last week. Things got smoothed out, made some great progress and stuff that needs to happen. We moved a lot of things into the future in terms of timescales. We've got a bunch of our lion's mane that is fully colonized, and that's now downstairs getting ready to grow. I have some blocks that are down there that have been kind of sleeping because it's been wintertime since the fall, and they're now waking up and starting to fruit, which is interesting because I don't have the flow hood. I don't have my tent on. It's just open to my basement, and it's very humid in my basement, as you can ascertain from the fact that the mushrooms are fruiting. So, oh yeah, this is the gasket stuff that I was talking about. So this just says this is Dynatech Red RVT silicone high temp gasket maker. This is the stuff you want, but if you can tell, it's already solid. I must have ripped there, so I gotta get more of that stuff. Okay, this is like 17 minutes. This is way too long. Or maybe it's not. Maybe you're fully engaged. I don't know. I feel like the fact that I kind of ramble, which is kind of part of the thing. It's like I'm not supposed to know where I'm going until I go. It's kind of like the whole thing. It takes down the barrier of being anxious about what am I going to say. But even still, I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to be aware of other people's times and just sitting up here rambling. So, with that said, I'm going to go take a shower. Good thing you guys can't smell me because I smell gross. I don't smell gross. I smell like a human who's been working and doing stuff. Normal. And I don't have deodorant on because I don't wear deodorant. Well, I wear deodorant, but not the aluminum kind. So, okay, that's it. I gotta get off here. Well, thank you very much for spending this first full week with me. I think we made good progress. I think in maybe a couple weeks I'll be ready to throw this stuff up. I already put it up live to YouTube as opposed to earlier on in the week I had it hidden. So that's a big step in terms of me. What do they say? Putting yourself out there or being seen or all those other funky words to just be people like to use. Oh well. Well, enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna go sweat my balls off, and I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow, but definitely on Monday. I just dropped my little clicker. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Why does this thing not turn off? It's like this is becoming like a thing now. It's like me coming up here and pressing the